bad decisions. Learn quick that mercy gets you buried. I slept in motels that don't ask questions. Kept my boots by the door in case trouble knocks. I don't flinch when voices get loud. I don't fold when the room turns cold. Every scar I carry was earned face first. I never begged for a softer road. They tried to size me up and measure fear. All they found was a man who won't bow. I'm built on backbone, not permission. Carved out of grit and bad intentions. I don't bend just to fit their mold. Don't scare easy, I don't get control. Still in my stance, fire in my tone. Everything I am stands on its own. No leash, no throne. I'm built on bone, bone. Said I'd break or disappear. I'm still here and twice as mean. Courtrooms don't impress me. Handcuffs don't teach me lessons. I've tasted blood and kept moving. I've lost sleep but never nerve. You threaten me with consequences. I answer back with resolve. There's a price on living like this. I paid it up front without blinking. I'm built on backbone, not permission. Carved out of grit and bad intentions. I don't bend just to fit their mold. I don't scare easy, I don't get control. Still in my stance, fire in my tone. Everything I am stands on its own. No leash, no throne. I'm built on backbone. I don't run with crowds, too many tongues, not enough courage. Most men talk heavy after dark. I speak plain in broad daylight. If you cross me, say direct. I respect hate more than fake love. I walk through towns that wanted me gone. Still left my mark on every corner. Pain taught me discipline. Anger taught me patience. I'm built on backbone, not permission. Carved out of grit and bad intentions. I don't bend just to fit their mold. I don't scare easy, I don't get control. Still in my stance, fire in my tone. Everything I am stands on its own. No leash, no throne. I'm built on backbone. Built on backbone. Freedom ain't clean, it's earning conflict. It costs comfort and easy friends. I burned bridges I didn't need and stood alone without regret. You call it reckless, I call it honest. You call it pride, I call it truth. I don't apologize for surviving, I don't explain why I fight. This life don't hand out peace, you take it and guard it hard. I'm built on backbone, not permission. Carved out of grit and bad intentions. I don't bend just to fit their mold. Don't scare easy, I don't get control. Still in my stance, fire in my tone. Everything I am stands on its own. No leash, no throne. I'm built on backbone. Freedom ain't clean, it's earning conflict. It costs comfort and easy friends. I burned bridges I didn't need and stood alone without regret. You call it reckless, I call it honest. You call it pride, I call it truth. I don't apologize for surviving, I don't explain why I fight. This life don't hand out peace. You take it and guard it hard. I'm built on backbone, I bury doubt without ceremony. Cut loose anything that slow me down. Fear try to rent space in my head. I evicted it without warning. If tomorrow comes for me hard, it better come red. I'm built on backbone, not permission. Forcing conflict, raised by friction. I don't kneel just to stay alive. Don't trade truth to survive. Stand firm, stand alone. Every word carved in stone. No leash, no throne. I'm built on backbone. This ain't a phase or a costume. This is code written in bone. You either stand tall in your skin or you live your life on. I chose my side a long time ago, and I'm still here. Built on backbone. I learned early that panic is a choice. They try to hand it to me like a warm label. Said the road would break me, said the badge would on me. I kept my boots planted and my jaw tight. Every thread sounded small in my head. I stared down men twice my size and didn't blink. Now different. Fear was awesome. I never checked that box. They shook when pressure hit, I leaned into it. You can run from me, don't walk through it. I chose a if you stand on what you claim, there's nothing left to hide. I've been cornered in back rooms with no exits. Heard a click that changes everything. Watch faces turn cold when money got thin. Still my pulse stayed level. I don't talk tough, I live firm. Pain don't scare me, loss don't scare me. Even prison talk never made me fold. I'd rather lose it all than beg. Fear was optional. I never checked that box. They shook when pressure hit, I leaned into it. You can run from me, don't walk through it. I chose a if you stand on what you claim, there's nothing left to hide. I've crossed lines they warned me about. Sign my name where others erased days there. Kept moving when sirens got close. Now reckless, just settled in who I am. Regret is heavier than any sentence, so I don't carry it. If I swing, it's for keeps. If I speak, it's direct. No halfway in my blood. Fear was optional. I never checked that box. They shook when pressure hit, I leaned into it. You can run from me, don't walk through it. I chose if stand on what you claim, there's nothing left to hide. I burned bridges on purpose, cut ties when loyalty cracked. Kept my circle tight and my word tighter. I don't flinch at threats, I don't scare easy. I don't apologize for surviving hard. Yeah, freedom calls, I pay in full. Sleep light, wake ready. Fear was optional. I never checked that boxes. They shook when pressure hit, I leaned into it. You can run from heat or walk through it. I chose a if stand on what you claim, there's nothing left to hide. Truth is I felt doubt, knock it just never stay long. I don't let it rent space in my head, I face what's in front of me. Take the hit if it comes, stand back up without asking permission. That's the code, that's the oath, that's how I breathe. It was optional, I left it on the shelf. Pressure built character in me and never broke. You can live scared or live certain. I chose certain. When the line gets drawn, I step across it first. I'm not fearless, I just don't serve it. I don't kneel to it, I don't answer to it. Out here you decide who owns you. I made my choice a long time ago. I don't take orders, my hands are steady through all the borders. Ain't afraid to bleed, ain't afraid to fight. Every wrong I take, I turn it to right. I live where the law don't reach my soul. I carve my own lane, I pay no toll. Grip before comfort, sweat before sleep. I take what's mine, I don't beg, I don't whip. Life's a hard road, I walk it alone. Every choice I make, I claim as my own. all. Keep my strikes tight, ain't got no chains. I shatter them all, every wall they raise, I'll watch you fall. I'm a wanted soul in a quiet town. I wear the fights like a steel crown. Ain't Lord of law, ain't Lord of kings. I bow to nothing, I pull my own strings. Grip before comfort, sweat before sleep. I take what's mine, I don't beg, I don't weep. Life's a hard road, I walk it alone. Every choice I make, I claim as my own. Cross steel, I stared down men who wanted me near. I don't fold, I don't fade, I don't run. I face the night like a loaded gun. Every scar tells a story they can't name. Every loss fuels the fury in my veins. I walk the line that they fear to see. I own the chaos, it owns me. Grip before comfort, sweat before sleep. I take what's mine, I don't beg, I don't weep. Life's a hard road, I walk it alone. Every choice I make, I claim as my own. Shadows, I strike like pain. I've been burned down and I rose again. I don't live soft, I don't live small. Every fall I hit, I take it all. The world can bend, the world can break. I don't give nothing, they can take. A life unchained, a heart unbound. I walk the grit, I own the ground. Grip before comfort, sweat before sleep. I take what's mine, I don't beg, I don't weep. Life's a hard road, I walk it alone. Every choice I make, I claim as my own. I'm no hero, I'm no saint. I pay my dues in full restraint. I carve my path with hands that bleed. Every act, every risk fulfills the creed. Grip before comfort, sweat before sleep. I take what's mine, I don't beg, I don't weep. Life's a hard road, I walk it alone. Every choice I make, I claim as my own. I don't stop, I don't slow. I chase the edge where few will go. Grip before comfort, that's all I know. This outlaw heart's the only home on my own.
Top taught me early, I was on my own. Counting lines, tried to box me and I kept pushing through. Sheriff lights in the mirror felt like a starting gun. I learned to keep my mouth shut and my hands steady. Every scar on my knuckles came with a lesson. You either stand tall or get stepped over. I chose boots on gravel instead of knees on tile. Pain didn't break me, it trained me. Hard roads raised me, that's the truth I claim. No silver spoon, just grit in my veins. I don't beg mercy and I don't play safe. Freedom costs blood and I gladly paid. Hard roads raised me, carve my name in stone. If you want my crown, better bring your own. Better bring your own. I slept in motels where the locks barely held. Kept one eye open and one hand closed. Deals went bad, fists went flying. Trust is earned slow and lost fast. I've been counted out more times than I can track. Still I walk in like I own the ground. Respect I ain't given where I come from. You take it and live with the way The things I won't dress up for comfort, regret knocks, I let it stand outside. Survival don't care about clean hands. Courtrooms tried to scare me straight. Bars and badges never on my spine. I answer to a code. I wrote myself, live fast, stand firm, never fold. All roads raise me, that's the truth I claim. No silver spoon, just grit in my veins. I don't beg mercy, and I don't play safe. Freedom costs blood, and I gladly paid. All roads raise me, call my name in stone. Everyone my crown, better bring your own. Better bring your own. I buried rivals in silence, not dirt. Let consequences chase me if they can. My word is iron, my temper quicker. I don't start wars, I finish them. Loyalty runs deep when it's real. Betrayal gets cut clean and cold. I built my backbone from broken rules. Now I walk like I fear nothing breathing. Hard roads raise me, that's the truth I claim. No silver spoon, just grit in my veins. I don't beg mercy, and I don't play safe. Freedom costs blood, and I gladly paid. Hard roads raise me, call my name in stone. If you want my crown, better bring your own. Better bring your own. This life don't hand out clean slates. It brands you once and let you decide. I took the mark and wore it proud. Every setback sharpened my will. I don't pray for softer days, I ask for stronger hands. Hard roads raise me, I stand unashamed. Every mile behind me fuels the flame. I won't bow down and I won't behave. I'd rather burn out than live in a cave. Hard roads raise me, that's why I remain unbought, unbroken, untamed. If the pavement could talk, it would say my name.
Silence keep you breathing. Every scar across my face got there for a reason. Some were about respect, some were about survival. A few were just me proving I don't back down. Concrete flows and backroom deals shake my hands. I swung first and ask nothing after. Regret ain't part of my language. Pain is just proof I showed up. Knuckles tell stories I never put in writing. They speak for every line I cross. Every bruise carries a verdict. Every split skin marks a stand I took. I don't explain myself anymore. I let these hands do the remembering. I've stood nose and nose with men who thought they owned the night. I've been counted out and still step forward. There's a code where I'm from. You hold your ground or you disappear. I chose to stay standing. Busted teeth, cracked ribs, unpaid debts. I handled all of it direct. No middleman, no paperwork. Just pressure and heartbeat. That's how I measure truth. Knuckles tell stories I never put in writing. They speak for every line I cross. Every bruise carries a verdict. Every split skin marks a stand I took. I don't explain myself anymore. I let these hands do the remembering. Freedom caught me sleep and a clean record. I walked out of rooms with blood on my sleeve and pride intact. Authority tried to label me. I answer with resistance. I don't kneel, I don't beg. If it comes down to it, I finish what started. Ain't about glory, it's about not folding. I live by that rule even when it hurt. Knuckles tell stories I never put in writing. They speak for every line I cross. Every bruise carries a verdict. Every split skin marks a stand I took. I don't explain myself anymore. I let these hands They speak for every line I crossed. Every bruise carries a verdict. Every split skin marks a stand I took. I don't explain myself anymore. I let these hands do the remembering. You wanna know who I am? Look at the damage. Look at the scars that never faded. That's the record. That's the testimony. I don't need sympathy. I need space, an open road. The rest handles itself. Knuckles tell stories I never put in writing. They speak for every line I cross. Every bruise carries a verdict. Every split skin marks a stand I took. I don't explain myself anymore. I let these hands do the remembering. I paid in sweat and bone. I stood my ground without apology. When I'm gone, there won't be a statement, just worn out fists that never learned surrender. I've been pushing back since I could breathe. A world trying to chain me, I refuse to leash. Eyes wide open, streets taught me the rules, but I laughed at the law, I don't follow fools. Every hand I shook tried to pull me down. I stood taller, never bowed to the crown. Pain's a teacher, scars are my degree. I move through fire don't move me. Learn resistance early, never asked for permission. Life dealt me hard hands. I made my own decision. I walk through the flames. I don't fear the burn. Every lesson I earned, every corner I turn. I walk streets where silence screams, where men die quiet, lost to their dreams. I carry my pride like a loaded gun. If they come for me, they better run. No chains hold me, no rules apply. I'm a storm they can't predict, the outlaw they deny. I learn to strike first, never show fear. Every shadow I meet, I make it clear. Learn resistance early, never had it for permission. Life dealt me hard hands. I made my own decision. I walk through the flames. I don't fear the burn. Every lesson I earned, every corner I turn. Trust, here's a curse, spin real slow. I hand it the fuel, let the reddest go. I take what I want, they call me a thief. I call it survival, I call it relief. My mind's my weapon, my heart's my shield. I bend, I break, but I never yield. A world full of vultures, circling low. I fight tooth and nail just to stay on the go. Learn resistance early, never asked for permission. Like tell me hard hands, I made my own decision. I walk through the flames, I don't fear the burn, every lesson I earned, every corner I turn. I ain't looking for mercy, I don't want your hand. I walk my own line, I make my own stand. Every scar, every fight, every night I survive. It's the code I live by, it keeps me alive. Learn resistance early, never asked for permission. Like dealt me hard hands, I made my own decision. I walk through the flames, I don't fear the burn. road never ends. I ride with the shadows, I make my own friends. Resistance is blood in these veins of mine. Learned it urban, I live it every time. I live it every time.
Came hard and stayed at. Never tethered a badge or a promise. County line on my boots by a minute. I don't knock before I enter, I don't want before I strike. I'm still on my hip, grit in my teeth. If you see me coming, it's already late. I don't ask for clearance, I take the road and fires back. There ain't no safe passage where I walk. Every mile costs blood and breath. You either stand firm or get buried small. I don't bow, I don't beg. This life don't hand down mercy. It tests your pulse and breaks your jaw. No safe passage, that's the law I live. I've been cornered and came out swinging, knuckle split, vision steady, sirens fade when I press the gas. I don't run scared, I reposition, names get crossed off in silence. I keep receipts and muscle memory, I don't forgive what tries to cage me. Every threat gets handled direct. I carry weight without complaint. Pain don't get a vote. There ain't no safe passage where I walk. Every mile costs blood and breath. You either stand firm or get buried small. I don't bow, I don't beg. This life don't hand out mercy. It tests your pulse and breaks your jaw. No safe passage, that's the law I live. I don't flinch when pressure hits, I lean into it and push harder. I stayed down men twice my size, they blinked, I didn't. I don't trade respect for comfort, I don't switch sides for applause. My code stays card and bone. If I say it, it's final. If I move, it's decisive. I don't circle back. Ain't no safe passage. No circle passage. No safe passage. There ain't no safe passage where I walk. Every mile costs blood and breath. You either stand firm or get buried small. I don't bow, I don't beg. This life don't hand out mercy. It tests your pulse and breaks your jaw. No safe passage, that's the law I live. I've been locked out and locked up, still found a way through concrete. I don't wait on green lights, I create my own clearance. Every scar earn its place, every rival learn my stance. I don't fear endings, I fear standing still. Movement keeps me breathing, comfort keeps me sharp. Comfort keeps me sharp. Comfort keeps me sharp. Comfort keeps me sharp. There ain't no safe passage where I walk. Every mile costs blood and breath. You either stand firm or get buried small. I don't bow, I don't beg. This life don't hand out mercy. It tests your pulse and breaks your jaw. route with open eyes. No escort, no protection. If it turns violent, I answer louder. If it turns dark, I adjust. I don't pray for softer ground, I strengthen my step. Whatever stands in front of me, better be ready to stay. Safe passage where I walk, every mile costs blood and bread. You either stand firm or get very small. I don't bow, I don't beg. This life don't hand out mercy. Test your pulse, embrace your jaw. No safe passage, that's the law I live. I don't need protection. I am wanting. Stay mean first. Every scar I carry, God earned the hard way. I don't flinch at threats, I'm miserable. Steel cuffs taught me patience. Concrete floors taught me silence. I learned quick that mercy costs more than bullets. So I stopped asking for fairness, started taking what kept me breathing. Cold nights carved discipline into my bones. I quit blaming fate and built my own. Pain was training, every day adjusting my stance. Every loss sharpened my aim. They thought it would break me, it built me instead. Pressure shaped my backbone, suffering forged my name. I don't fear storms, I step into them ready. I've been doubted by men who folded under heat. I've been hunting and still kept moving. No badge ever made me kneel. No judge ever owned my spirit. I paid dues and sweat and blood. I kept my mouth closed and my eyes open. Loyalty ain't cheap where I walk. Betrayal gets handled direct. I don't beg forgiveness. I settle scores clean and final. Pain was training. Every hit adjusting my stance. Every lane was training. Every hit adjusting my stance. Every loss sharpened my aim. They thought it would break me, it built me instead. Pressure shaped my backbone, suffering forged my name. I don't fear storms, I step into them ready. Freedom ain't giving it seats. I chose rough roads on purpose. Easy living never fit my blood. I trust action more than promises. I build endurance through setbacks. I built courage through isolation. Enemies kept me focused, risk kept me honest. Oh, I don't fold under consequence. I adapt and advance. Pain was training. Every hit adjusting my stance. Every loss sharpened my aim. They thought it would break me, it built me instead. Pressure shaped my backbone, suffer forged my name. I don't fear storms, I step into them ready. I stared down men twice my size. I've walked away from fights I could have ended. Discipline is power when rage wants control. I don't waste energy proving myself. Reputation speaks before I do. I survive things that bury most. Not because I'm lucky, because I refuse surrender. I carry consequences without complaint. That's the price of living unchained. Pain was training, hit it, adjusting my stance. Every loss sharpened my aim. They thought it would break me, it built me instead. Pressure shaped my backbone, suffering forged my name. not proud of all my choices, but I stand by the results. Hardship didn't visit me, it recruited me. It recruited me. Pain was training, hit tough and skin and sharp and will it turned out into fuel. They bet against my survival, I collected on that wager. Adversity became my mental resistance, became my advantage. I don't run from fire, I walk through steady. This ain't regret talking, this is experience speaking plain. I am what the struggle produced, not polished, not gentle, still standing. Every shift shaped my stance, every charge called direction. They tried to break me down, all they did was define me. I don't run from heat, I turn it into drive. Cold rooms tried to lecture me about order, cold benches couldn't cool my blood. I listened, nodded, walked out unchanged. Probation officers talk like they own my oxygen. I signed papers with a smirk, I've been caged before, never contained. Steel doors slam loud, my will hits harder. You can track my plates, you can't map my spirit. Pressure build purpose, every shove shaped my stance, every charge called direction. They tried to break me down, all they did was define me. I don't run from heat, I turn it into drive. I turn it into drive. I've tasted blood from biting backwards, held grudges like loaded steel. Some debts don't fade with time, they collect interest in silence. I don't forgive easy, I remember clearly. If you cross me, stay ready. I don't bluff, I don't tweet threats, I move direct. Pressure build purpose, every shove shaped my stance, every charge called direction. They tried to break me down, all they did was define me. I don't run from heat, turn it into drive. Freedom ain't granted, it's taken. I sleep light and ride heavy, no crew to hide behind, no leash on my choices. I built discipline from chaos, every throw on the trail. I don't ammunition, the thing carry. The road ends, I keep going anyway. Pressure build purpose, every shove shaped my stance, every charge called direction. They tried to break me down, all they did was define me. I don't run from heat, I turn it into drive. Freedom ain't granted, it's taken. I sleep light and ride heavy, no crew to hide behind, no leash on my choices. I've been disciplined from chaos, built cold from betrayal. I don't ask permission, I claim ground. If the road ends, I keep going anyway. Pressure build purpose, every shove shaped my stance, every charge called direction. They tried to break me down, all they did was define me. I don't run from heat, turn it into drive. You think I'm angry, you're right. Anger kept me alert, kept me breathing, kept my hands steady. I don't need applause, I need open space and a full tank. I don't chase peace, I demand respect. Pressure build purpose, not sympathy, not mercy. Every bruise sharp and instinct, every setback forging 10. I standing down unfiltered, unapologetic. This ain't regret talking, this is clarity. You either survive the squeeze or you disappear in it. Me? I turn weight into direction. That's the difference. trust with warrants on my back. I've shaken hands with men who wanted me gone. Every scar I carry came from saying no. They offer comfort, I chose consequence. I don't bow, I don't blend, I don't behave. If I go down, it's standing up. I refuse quiet leaves, I refuse safe lanes. I'd rather choke on truth than swallow chains. Let the sirens sing, let the gavel slam. I won't shrink to fit their plan. I refuse quiet life. Probation papers tried to fence me in. Small town whispers try to mark my name. I've been told to tone it down, step aside. That ain't language I understand. I've taken hits and gave some back. I don't cry about the cost of fire. You call it reckless, I call it real. I call it breathing without permission. I refuse quiet life, I refuse neat lines. I won't trade my edge for a peace of mind. Let them talk, let them stare. I won't act like I care. I refuse quiet life. I've stared at steel and didn't flinch. I walk the threads with steady hand. Some men fold when pressure hits. I lean in and make it worse. There's a code I keep inside. No badge, no book, just backbone. If I'm wrong, I'll own it loud. If I'm right, I don't ask approval. I refuse quiet life, I refuse soft ground. I won't let fear slow me down. If it's loud, I turn it up. If it's rough, I call it love. I refuse quiet life. I burn bridges I don't miss. I've cut ties that try to leash me. Freedom ain't clean, it's earning blood. It's waking up ready for a fallout. I don't pray for easy road. I don't beg for second chances. I live like tomorrow's a rumor. I move like regret ain't coming. I refuse quiet life, I refuse small dreams. I won't water down my means. If it costs, I pay in full. If it breaks, I stay in bed. I refuse quiet life. I know the risk, I know the way. I know the sound of doors that lock. Still I step forward, still I choose heat over hiding peace. Never did a thing for me, chaos taught me how to stand. I refuse quiet life, I refuse low flame. I won't fade to dodge the blame. Let the world try to cage this heart. They'll find out I don't scare. I refuse quiet life. This ain't a phase, this ain't a stunt. This is how I'm wired. If silence is the prize, you can keep it. I'll take the noise, I'll take the noise. Came up hard and stayed that way. Never begged for mercy, never signed a clean name. I learned quick that trust gets you cornered, so I built my code out of scars and kept it quiet. Sheriff knew my face before he knew my voice. County line tried to box me and I crossed them anyway. Every warning felt like a dare, every threat sounded hollow. I chose the long road with no escort. I stand alone, unbroken. No badge, no blessing, no permission. Steel in my spine, gravel in my lungs. They try to bend me, I stay solid. I don't fold, I don't kneel. I breathe free and pay my own price. If it's me against the world, so be it. I stand alone, unbroken. I've been cuffed, chained, counted, dismissed. Heard judges talk like they own my future. Heard strangers swear I crawl back sorry, never did. Pain came regular like clockwork. I let it hit, didn't ask for rescue. Didn't clean up my language for anybody. I walked straight through
permission. Steel in my spine, gravel in my lungs. They tried to bend me, I stay solid. I don't fold, I don't kneel. I breathe free and pay my own price. If it's me against the world, so be it. I stand alone, unbroken. I bury rivals in silence, not speeches. Settle scores without applause. Some nights I slept on concrete by choice. Other nights I kept one eye open. I don't scare easy, I don't bluff. If I give my word, it holds. If I draw a line, it stays. I walk away from comfort just to stay real. Respect means more than comfort ever did. I stand alone, unbroken. No badge, no blessing, no permission. Steel in my spine, gravel in my lungs. They tried to bend me, I stay solid. I don't fold, I don't kneel. I breathe free and pay my own price. If it's me against the world, so be it. I stand alone, unbroken. I don't pray for softer days. I don't chase approval. Crowds fade when trouble starts. I've taken hits and kept moving forward. Tasted blood and kept my foot, and nobody handed me a throne. I carved out ground and claimed it. I answer to my code alone. That's the only law I recognize. I stand alone, unbroken. No badge, no blessing, no permission. Steel in my spine, gravel in my lungs. They try to bend me, I stay solid. I don't fold, I don't kneel. I breathe free and pay my own price. If it's me against the world, so be it. I stand alone, unbroken.
I know what it costs to live like this. Friends stand out, enemies multiply. Sleep stays light, but I'd rather carry weight than carry shame. I'd rather face fight and hide behind excuses. This life is mine, I accept the consequences.
I stand alone, unbroken. No chains on my wheel, no fear in my chest. They threw doubt, I answer with action. They pushed hard, I push harder. I don't bow, I don't beg. I take what comes and keep my ground. If the whole world turns, it's bad. I stand alone, unbroken. I stand alone, unbroken. No escape, no surrender, no apology. Just me, still here, still here, still here. I learned early that keeping your spine straight brings heat. Every time I refused to bow, somebody wanted payment. I've had boots on my neck, still at my ribs, still didn't fold. I slept in county cells with busted knuckles and a split lip. They said sign here, say sorry, walk away clean. I said no, that word cost my teeth. Friend, safe ground, but it kept my name high. You don't get respect for free where I'm from. You earn it by surviving what was meant to break you. Standing costs blood, every inch of ground comes with a scar. You want freedom, you better be ready to bleed. They don't fear loud mouths, they fear the one who won't kneel. I paid them pain and never asked for change. Standing costs blood. I've been chased down back roads with headlights on my back. Heard sirens close enough to taste. I didn't run because I was scared. I ran because I refused to be on. They tried to write me up like a report, reduce me to ink and a number. I tore through that label with my bare hands. Every charge they pinned on me just added weight. I carry it like proof. I don't claim innocence, I claim choice. And I stand by everyone I made. Standing costs blood, every inch of ground comes with a scar. You want freedom, you better be ready to bleed. They don't fear loud mouths, they fear the one who won't kneel. I paid in pain and never asked for change. Standing costs blood. There were nights
still shook the hand, played along, would've saved skin and time. But I've seen what bending does to a man. Turns his voice thin, turns his eyes dull. I'd rather limp than live like that. I've tasted concrete and copper. I've woken up knowing retaliation was coming. Still chose to stand tall in front of it. Standing cause blood. Every inch of ground comes with a scar. You want freedom, you better be ready to bleed. They don't feel loud mouths, they fear the one who won't kneel. I paid in pain and never asked for change. Standing cause blood. This life isn't clean, it's rough hands and hard lessons. Ends enemies who smile before they strike. I don't trust easy and I don't forgive quick. If you cross me, you better finish it, because I will return the favor in full. I don't start fights I can't end, and I don't back down once I'm in. The world tried to tame me more than once. All it did was harden what was already set. Standing cause blood. Every inch of ground comes with a scar. You want freedom, you better be ready to bleed. They don't feel loud mouths, they fear the one who won't kneel. I paid in pain and never asked for change. Standing cause blood. You can live safe, keep your head down, let them decide your worth. Or you can stand up and accept the damage. I chose damage, I chose to carry the marks, because at least they're mine. Standing cause blood. Every inch of ground comes with a scar. You want freedom, you better be ready to bleed. They don't feel loud mouths, they fear the one who won't kneel. I paid in pain and never asked for change. Standing cause blood. Standing always calls, and I've already decided to pay.